Controls. Options. Start. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh shit. There's like some small control to the camera. Vi, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. Is this a spooky game? It says it's a horror, but so far the screen is kind of messed up. Yeah, I do notice that actually. There you go. That should be fixed. Explorer, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Turn around and leave. Damn, there's a lot of options. Have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Right.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay. The end of the world, what are you
I'm
talking about?
The end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
It gives me a very, what's that game that I played before? The narrator and the game with the puzzle solving and the multiple endings. Stanley Parable. The narrator gives me a very Stanley Parable kind of vibe. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
I'm gonna move my camera. Okay. What happens if she gets out then? I want
The more
specifics.
you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to at least meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear
Can't
her
see the
out,
choices?
she
Shit.
can easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Yeah, but what if she's hot?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a
Voice of the
princess.
hero?
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay, that's a different guy. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That's for me.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explorer, take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
What if the narrator's the bad guy? We can't really rule that out, can we?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
True, maybe.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Okay, clearly it's hard to find a good place for my camera because now there's dialogue over there as well.
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Put it in the middle like PoE, okay. So far this isn't blocking anything. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Shit.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay. Edit, Howard.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
Maybe because of the giant knife you're holding?
Yeah, she got us there.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it? I drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands
I'm a
and
simp.
drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Wait, she's only binded by one shackle. What happened to the other one?
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
You hear that? She called it a relationship, chat. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're going to end the world. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that? Can you turn up the volume a bit? Yeah, I can do that. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? This one.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
We're not in. Shit. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
She's kind of a bitch.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll
My
never get a
queen!
straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't...
I can fix her, chat.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You want to cut off your arm?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it. Don't just tell her that.
What do you mean? I'm trying to get some information. I'm gleaning information here, okay? I want to know why.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Just how long has she been down here?
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
Yeah, who do you trust more? The princess or the narrator? Who do you trust more? Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's
The
just
voice of the
searching for
hero and the
answers she
narrator
thinks
is
you
exactly
want
the
to
same. I feel like they didn't get different people for that.
I don't think what I do really matters. Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Only one of us can kill the other, okay? And I'm the one with the blade.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Oh. The voice of the person that we're playing as is trying to talk to you as well.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Damn.
It's all about trust. Blind trust. So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. The subjugating monarch, no less.
We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess, examine the chains, I'm getting you out of here. Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Kill!
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Oh. Really? I suck! How can this be?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there.
Oh!
She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
He's pissed!
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
Oh, this doesn't seem like such a
As you
bad
gasp
end.
for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Poke your eyes out.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes black, and you die.
The real Slay the Princess starts here. Achievement unlocked? Oh! Okay. Supposed to happen?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn
Achievement
around and leave?
unlocked? Nope.
Do you even know where you're going?
I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I realize the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path
Okay.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
That's bullshit. Scripted. Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die is what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Okay?
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Alright. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go down in the cabin. Okay. I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Travis, thank you for the 4 months.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you
Thank
right
you.
now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of
Shit, I see
wooden
it.
structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your
What?
surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
Holy shit, this is some Bioshock kind of...
The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Ooh.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh. Chapter 2 again. Okay, dude.
You're on a path in the woods.
What's that in the background? What is that?
It's a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Am I like in a padded facility or something?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no, you aren't actually kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? But I died. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? Those walls have always been there. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost, or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yeah,
Okay.
Screw this guy.
Voice of the
They might have walled
contrarian?
off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
I'm gladly say that. Okay, definitely gonna slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I just want to get to know her a little bit.
I have...
Holy
one
shit,
last
these
one.
walls! Yeah, this is a demo.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I
Maybe
can
we
fix
should
her.
believe her.
Yeah.
Maybe she isn't a liar.
Yeah!
Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust.
Who's
Or
it?
better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways? I, for one,
True!
would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
A
How many
princess
times
who
do I have to explain
fucking
this incredibly
rolled
simple
me
and straightforward
and
premise?
smoked me like a rip bozo.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Is someone there?
Can I go back and get the knife? I think I forgot something upstairs.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final
Oh
step,
shit.
the form of the princess comes into view. She locks eyes with you.
What the fuck
One
is
moving
that?
a little faster than the other.
I can't
The
fix
loose skin
her!
of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord. Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Yo. I want to play that too. I want to play that as well. Oh, so short. I want to fix her. Smash. Damn, dude. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, I want to know, like, that kind of like decision making stuff. I think is kind of neat. I'm gonna play it again, actually. I'm gonna make different decisions. Walk towards the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warn sheep. We're not going to ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost a blade.
This time I won't take the blade.
The door to the
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot...
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Okay.
I hope
So far,
you
so
brought something
good.
to deal with these chains.
I didn't.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Let's talk a bit first. Examine the chains. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, voice of the hero.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe
That's
it's
correct.
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around here, and if not, maybe we can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Explore, try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Who locked me in here?
Shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Oh shit, they locked me down here with
You're
her.
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm trapped in the basement with a hot princess. What mess?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah, together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Free the princess!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Wow, she just kinda...
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Ooh. Oof.
She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
I mean, it still sounds like we're in.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
What are you gonna do? You're a disembodied voice.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey! I didn't choose this! Also, what the hell is wrong with my character? Why am I like... What are these spots on me?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh. She's pissed. Uh-oh. Oh! Warn her? Slay the princess?
Stop that.
I can still be in.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay the princess? Resist. Oh, full simp.
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
Oh?
She pounces on you with the same animal
Oh.
ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh, damn.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric.
That's hot.
When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Eh.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to...
Oops. I'm sorry, but it's
Everything
over.
goes dark.
Okay. Chapter 2, The Damsel. Wait! It's a different chapter!
You're on a path in the woods. And
Hold
at the end
up!
of
Last
that
time
path
chapter 2 was
is a
the
cabin.
Fury. This time it's the
And in
Damsel.
the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now? I'm wise to your tricks. Silently proceed to the cabin.
I have one last. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in.
Voice
take
of the
knife,
doubting?
do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say the word wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Wink.
interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is...
Is it gonna be the same voice as last time?
The door to the... Her voice carries softly up the stairs.
Hello?
Oh!
Is someone there?
Oh!
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. It's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love.
Yeah!
For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. And
She does have both of her arms?
again. Did everything we just went through actually happen?
Does she look different? Oh, I guess she does look different.
It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
No, I couldn't actually.
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
The damsel achievement unlocked. Oh shit, there's multiple routes. It's not locked in. That's kind of cool. There's got to be more. All right. Well, what other routes are there? How about one where I don't hesitate?
You make your way up the short path. We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade is your implement. You take the door.
Who's that?
It's commanding. Almost. Don't let it fool.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Hey, Jared.
You walk down.
Oh yeah,
the
she does look different.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a. She's so. Focus on the task.
Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided. I'm just here to talk. Feel your nerves and step forward. I'm just here to talk. I gotta be sneaky. Nuh-uh.
So, why'd you bring a knife with you?
How'd you know I'm holding a
Talk to me, we can
knife?
chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
What?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So,
Or
you should just drop it.
I could throw
It's
it
not
at
to
you.
risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No hesitation.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Fuck!
A moment of distraction and hesitation. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts!
Wait, she fucking socked me in the jaw?
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Flee and lock her, finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted?
Wait. I didn't realize that this was a one-way journey.
It's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time.
Oh!
You feel
I
your
got her
ribs
right
break
between the
as she
booba.
delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
Got her.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Monka.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over
I wonder if
such
it goes
things.
to the same chapter or if it's a
Everything goes
different
right.
chapter.
And you die.
Oh, it goes to this either way.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
But I died and she's gonna kill me again, but I already slew the princess. I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Thank you for the 2 months.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Voice of the
She's
Broken?
going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the
Oh,
task.
great. Now I have a soy voice in my head.
I have one. It's not her lies that'll stop us. I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
True.
Ignore them, they don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Okay, I'm gonna take the blade with me this time. Be a little bit more prepared.
The interior of the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh shit. It's not demonic this time.
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before. Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes
What?
into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
Bro, she looks like she's gonna fucking send me through the wall.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
The Fury. There's 7 endings in the demo? What?
Booba.
I've seen 3 of them. Booba.
You make your way. She will. We're not going to ignore
Proceed into the cabin. Maybe we can get more information this
the
time.
interior of the blade.
Um.
The door of
Hello?
is stone.
Continue. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock up. She's beautiful. I am begging you to
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I gotta be inquisitive about it.
Okay.
Let's talk. For all I know, you're locked up in here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Ah, that's a good one. Retrieve the blade. I just can't trust you. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs without saying another word. Ooh, that's a pretty good one too. What have you...
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Hey! That's very dodgy.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
No, it's pretty relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Right.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Don't make me regret this. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. And it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
I think she's gonna start biting her arm.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Why did the music stop? Jazz music stops.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Oh?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Oh.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Are they gonna close the door?
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her away. Oh, thank God. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay.
We can make
Looks
this
good. This table looks much better.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh, shit.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's
Yeah,
just
how
a
did she
princess
got
who
loose
saw
from the
more
wall?
like
How else would she be
something
banging on the
out
door?
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
I don't think so either.
No, it doesn't.
All it does is ease my guilty conscience, so all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
Shit.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes.
Oh shit,
in
sleep
waves.
paralysis.
First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Wait, this sounds kind of nice.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Is it?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh shit. Chapter. Ooh, the nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will
Another
be the
chapter.
end of the world.
Okay, no, but I died. She's gonna kill me again.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us has been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's... Are we sure we don't just want to turn around and hightail it out?
Voice of the meek.
She's going to do unspeakable things to us if we go back there.
Oh. Oh, that's true. You could totally save.
Oh, is there another one of us in here? You're a voice of reason, right? Tell them we shouldn't go to the cabin. Tell them we shouldn't even bother. You are never going to slay her with that attitude.
Okay.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie. You should be careful. There's something very wrong going on here. Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. No reason to get all freaked out.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior
Oh,
of the cabin
what
is
the
plain.
fuck? The door's
small
already
walls
open.
Almost featureless. The only item of furniture is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore. She could be anywhere.
Bro. There's like a bunch of fucking things in the window, yeah. Iceman, thank you for the 5 months.
It's just a frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. No, what did you do? This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess. Quick, the blade.
Go ahead and take your little toy. It won't do you any good.
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air. No, not again!
Oh, I didn't think you'd come
Not
back.
again.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I. I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Everything goes dark,
Princess Souls?
and you die.
Again?
I'm sorry.
Achievement unlocked, the nightmare to be continued. Oh shit. That is 4 different endings.
You make your way. The interior of the cabin is almost in the blade is your implement.
Yeah, we tried out Manor Lords earlier. Enter the basement. Take the blade. Yeah, we've seen like 3 or 4 different chapter 2s already.
Her voice
Hello.
is hypnotized. Don't.
Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Go back upstairs without saying another word.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a
He thought he
second
chewed off her
The
arm!
princess is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we could... Do you think we could start over?
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Ooh, we're in.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Investigate the arm. Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job. This isn't right. Where is she?
Come on now. I'll just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Venture into the shadows.
step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp
Carl
pain
Money.
of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor. Holy shit. What is she?
Fight back.
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising
Haley
to your
Dose, thank you for
knees
the
and
5
readying
months.
your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us. Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? Our friend is losing quite a lot of blood. But there's a reason she's struck with an ambush. She's not confident about a direct confrontation. Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now. Don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
The princess leaps
yeah.
onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally.
Oh, there's no blade in her this time.
And you
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers. This can't be how it ends, right? I'm sorry, but it is. If we're lucky, the wounds she sustained will take her before too long. But our friend isn't making it out of this basement. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. The Beast. Oh shit. That's another one.
You're on a path in the... You're here to... She will... He's right, you know. She's a
Voice of the
clever one,
Obsessed.
determined too. Keep your eyes open. Ignore him. She's just a princess. Don't overestimate her.
Like the old hunter in my
The interior
mind.
of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. The blade is your implement. Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Biffa.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She's not shackled.
She has both her arms again, and she's different. The beast is showing us what she really is.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Oh yeah. Okay. What is that, 5 or 6? Sounds good, Shade.
You're hit.
That's 5? I see.
You make your warn. She will not.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the blade.
I think we could ask about her name and stuff if we don't take the blade. Like she won't hesitate.
door to the pub.
Hello?
This don't.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Feels like she could have
Walk
broken out of this
downstairs
at
and
any
lock
time.
eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay for.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too
She
formal.
wasn't as like sassy this time.
Is princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't
Yep.
even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Let's see. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
I think this is headed
Walk
towards
up
the
the
same
chains
thing.
by- They're large and heavy. Far too solid.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Hmm.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempted to make your way. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's
She's
voice.
gonna bite through the chains again.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Fuck.
before raising her
This
arm.
again.
She rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from. It's
What
the
did I
blade
do
from
last
upstairs.
time?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I think I've tried. You cut her free.
Without hesitation,
Ah!
you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground.
Insane! The 112, baby! The 112!
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Yep.
The princess pushes
Hey!
away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Oh
Do
shit.
you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that? It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not
Yeah.
so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same arrow. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Oh, I think there's the
Forget
beast
about
again.
trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Play the
Though your nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well. Your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Okay, I think one of the ones that I didn't find. How was if I give up this time?
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
That's you.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes black.
Oh, it goes to the beast again. Okay.
You're on a path.
Wait.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie. He's right, you know. She.
Okay. That one didn't work. Run for the stairs and lock her in the
The
basement.
princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of it. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close
Oh,
the basement
shit.
door, locking it behind you and quick. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off.
I know you're still there. It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyway.
Oh, we've seen this one too.
Terrifying. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, you don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound... No.
All this is ease my guilty conscience. Ignore her and go to sleep? Bang on the door all you want, it'll only make you bleed out faster.
Do you think a couple of cuts is enough to do me in? I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threat out of your mind as best you
shit.
can. And you jolt her. Where is she?
Thanks for helping.
It was yours.
So,
God
She
damn it.
steps closer.
or maybe.
Okay, that didn't work. Oh shit, I saved over it. No! No!
What a shame.
Load. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out. Let's finish this. Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door. Lock. Okay. Will you settle? Isn't long.
I know you're still.
Okay, so that leads to the same thing as well. No, don't overwrite.
Oh, you coward!
No, why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs.
She debated me!
You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her.
No, she locked me down in here.
The lock. No.
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
I've become the princess.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here,
Shit.
alone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Damn. Oh, this goes to the beast again.
You're on a
How beastly your character's arm looks. Yeah, it was kind of odd looking.
Oh.
What?
Your eyes. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place.
Okay.
This isn't right. Where is she?
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out, but eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here. You
Keep
wait
waiting.
as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize
Oh,
that you've
fuck, I
started
fell
to
asleep.
drift off. Pain
Oh.
tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone everything goes dark.
Damn. And it goes to the beast again. Ah. 7 different endings. Damn. So I've seen 5 of them. I really want to see at least one more.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're
Turn around and leave. Quietly continue.
good. Ignore that. That's strange.
Turn around and leave again.
You're silent,
Quietly
but
continue.
fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin. There's always a choice. Let me tell you. And here we. At first, it's but as you wait, you've doomed us all. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through.
Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're. I have. She will. Maybe she isn't. Ignore them. They're just.
Wait. Oh, is this the one where it's like...
The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table. The blade is yours. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to. I, for one, would. I've all.
Take the blade this
Take
time.
the blade from the table.
The Stranger.
The door to the basement. Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
This is the freaky ass one.
Is someone there?
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of she locks eyes with you. Good lord. Something in her neck.
I've got my
bulges. Roiling
blade
under
with
her
me this
skin,
time,
she
though.
starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't.
Shit. Okay, one more try. Last try.
You're here.
Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Walk towards the cabin.
I warned you, we're not gonna go. Ignore him. The interior of the blade. You take the blade from the...
There's a good ending?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I'm the one with the weapon.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see she's unarmed? If you hesitate, you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
No hesitation!
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is
I'm
it
alive!
over? Really over?
Of course not, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Nice.
Only,
Oh!
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
Okay.
What happened?
Did the world end?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from.
Oh.
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good.
Hey,
Everyone
the
is
narrator's
happy.
kind of an asshole
You'll be
too.
happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I have a save already.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I don't feel it.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Can you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
Oh,
Though
this
words
is nice.
like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yay! We got the good ending. I even got an achievement out of it too. Woo! Oh. Okay. Load.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. With your word, but that day, you open the cabin door. Only, what? Everyone is fine.
That's bullshit. Let me
What's
out of
done
here.
is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. Hey,
Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's
I'm
right.
down.
It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? I didn't get out of this. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't.
Oh
do
shit!
it.
I wouldn't have guessed.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
I believe
That little
him.
voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Hey! It's hostile.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
A specter! Oh shit! That is... okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
That's
that
a new
path
one.
is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
I'm wise to your tricks?
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what, that's fine. It wasn't very hard to get.
Voice
last
of the
time.
cold.
We'll just do it again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? I've always been here. I've just gotten a little louder. And I'm ready for all of us to have a marvelous time. Just stay focused on the task at hand.
Ooh. Dave? You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not going to play along this time.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
Oh, I go up to it anyways.
One lie. She will lie, you're right. She won't be a problem. I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told. The situation couldn't be more...
Oh!
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a head appears from underneath the floorboards.
Oh shit!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a
He's a
mischievous
ghost!
skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Oh, wait.
Exorcise the demon!
What's going on here? A ghost! Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
I don't remember any of that happening. That was another timeline. Alright. Dude, this game's kind of cool. I like how it has so many different branching paths. That's neat as hell. That is neat as hell.